out here on Seagull, and the ice is variable to say the least. So you'll see this beautiful new ice that has taken a while to get to about the 3 to 4 inches that it is. You'll see the various layers of ice going to shore here that are like 6, 7, maybe more inches as you get closer to shore. There's pressure ridges out here because none of this ice is really bound together because it really hasn't been cold. There's a little bit of water on the ice over here. It's not open water, but pressure ridges formed overnight and water seeped up. So definitely not going anywhere without these things on lakes like this right now. It is, say conditions are slightly sketchy, especially because it's going to be 40, 45 degrees today, 40, 45 degrees tomorrow, and barely even get below freezing tonight. So the big lakes are not quite ready for anything other than a little bit of skating, a little bit of poking around. Well, it's the corridor, just right out in front of the landing here, but way out in the middle. And the ice seems pretty good here. Last time I was here, there was about a 1/4 inch, but there's a lot more. It's probably a week or so ago, maybe a little more. I don't have a measuring tape or an auger, but I do have the chisel. You can see how many whacks it takes to get through here. That many. It's hard to do with your left hand. So that's probably 5 inches of ice at a minimum. So probably somewhere between like 5 and 6, 5 and 7. I don't think the warm weather is going to have much of an impact on this ice at all. It's in pretty good shape, although I would imagine the main part of the lake is still wide open. It's foggy. It's misty. It's about, I think it's about 34 degrees here. This is Friday, and it's been above freezing for the last day. So yesterday was all above freezing. It didn't really get below freezing last night, although it was sunny yesterday, and today I think it's going to be a lot of this. It's pretty dreary out. And I'm going to do official ice measurement here on Round and walk out a ways. In the bay here, I'm not even going to bother. There's a lot of ice. You can see this crack here. It's hard to say exactly how much ice there is in the bay here. Well, there's that crack, but then there's another one over here that's even deeper. I would imagine it's probably about 1 foot of ice here in the bay, at least. It's doesn't have any snow to insulate it. So the bay froze over way before the main part of the lake did. So let's run out in the main part of the lake and we'll see how much ice is out there. I still think it's going to be a pretty good amount of ice, especially considering how warm it's been, because it has been crazy warm. All right, I got a hole drilled. I'm right out in front of the public landing. Well, way out in front of it, but it's right there. And some good looking ice. Let's see how much it is on the old measuring stick here. We've got, oh wow, hard to see, but it's about 7.5 inches of ice, and it is some high quality clear ice. It's pretty cool. That's the good news. The bad news is, as you certainly can see, all around us here there is of course no snow, and I mean no snow. So there's a dusting at the most, and you know, it's nice to have this good early ice on the small lakes, but it's also nice to have enough snow to do a little skiing or snowmobiling or anything like that. We'll see. Strange start to winter. It's been a long time since we've had such a mild start to winter like this. It's, you know, at least a decade or so. The big lakes, you know, Gunflint, and I'm sure the big part of Sag, it's going to be a while before they're completely frozen, I think. This upcoming week is certainly colder than it is now, highs, you know, low 20s, lows, maybe single digits, low teens, and that's going to make a lot of ice on lakes that are already frozen. But once again, it's going to be windy, and getting that big water locked up, man, it really needs to be calm. So we'll see what happens. You know, it's nice to have good ice on the small lakes, but it's also nice to have a little snow.